My son recently got back from England and I thought, I haven't made Scotch eggs in a long time. And you know, Scotch eggs is something that you found in every pub over in the United Kingdom, so I thought he might get a kick out of them. So I decided to make Scotch eggs. I have one blooper. If you wait till the end, you'll see I had some problems making Scotch egg. Anyway, stick with me and learn how to make the proverbial pub food, Scotch eggs. First step is we have to have boiled eggs. So I've washed off my eggshells well, put them in cold water, and I'm going to bring it up to boiling, and then I'll be back. Now we've got it boiling, and we want to turn it down to a simmer. And I'm going to let it simmer for about 5 minutes. You know, it all depends on if you want a hard-boiled egg, you put it in there longer. If you want it really runny, you might only do it for 4 minutes, 3 minutes. In this case, I'm doing it for 5 minutes. I want it soft, but not completely runny. But you really can make this however you make your boiled eggs. It really doesn't matter. And in my case, I'm using probably 3-week-old eggs because those are going to be easier to peel. Our time's up, and I'm going to transfer the eggs into the ice water. Now we're going to want the eggs to stay in the ice water for at least 10 minutes before we actually take the shell off. So it's actually been about 15 minutes. They seem nice and cold. So it'll come off easy. I'm actually peeling it under the running water, and that seems to be working better. I'll be back when I have them all done. So I'm using corn flakes here. You could use panko, you can use breadcrumbs, whatever you want. I just happen to have corn flakes. So I'm just crushing them up, making a nice fine crumb, and that's what I'm going to use for the Scotch eggs. I'll be back when I'm done. Now I should mention, you want, in addition to your cornflake crumbs or your panko or your breadcrumbs, whatever you've decided to use, you could even use Rice Krispie crumbs if you wanted to. You need to have 2 eggs broken and beaten, and add about a tablespoon of milk while you're beating those eggs. And then you just need flour, and of course you need a pound of pork sausage. I use sage flavored pork sausage, but use whatever kind you want, and you can add whatever spices you want to the sausage. And even if you want to chop up some real fine onions or some herbs and put that into the sausage, that's fine too. Everybody has a different recipe, it seems like, for Scotch eggs. Now we start on the production. Take our egg, put it in some flour. Okay. And this flour just has a little salt and pepper in it. Now we're going to take one of these. The best thing is to make like a patty. We're going to take our egg, and put it in the middle here, and bring the patty around. Okay. Just like this, okay? And it came out the other side just a minute. The sausage was a little cold, and I probably should let it get a little more to room temperature. But if you're having problems, wet your hands and it makes it easier. Just don't want any opening. See the opening? Gotta close that. Okay. Now, put it in flour again. I'm going to dip it in egg again. We're going to drain it. We're going to put it here. Roll it in the crumb. Okay, that's pretty good. Now to make it extra crispy, we're doing it all over again. Putting it in here, rolling it in the flour. Shake it, put it in the egg again. Yeah. Drain it a bit. Nice bit there, stringy bit. Okay, and then we're going to roll it in our cornflakes or your panko or your breadcrumbs, whatever you want to use to make it crunchy, brown, and delicious. Okay, we're just going to make up the other ones and be back when we're ready for the next step. So now we have all the eggs coated, double coated so to speak, with the sausage and the cornflake crumbs. So now our eggs are ready for the next step. We have them coated. I'm going to put them in the refrigerator while I'm waiting for the oil to get up to the right temperature. Now, if you have a deep fryer, great. I don't. So fill a container never more than half full with your oil, and you got to heat it to 350 degrees. Okay, enough minutes. And I think the oil is a little too hot, no matter what the temperature thing said, because they seem to be getting black. Turn down the oil temp a bit, and that could be the problem. Guess what? My thermometer just filled up with the oil, so I have a faulty thermometer. The deep frying thermometer not working, I decided to cut my losses, just dip each one in the hot oil, and then put it in a 400 degree oven for 35 minutes. Looks like it turned out okay. Okay, so I'm just going to do the taste test. Definitely crispy. You can really taste the sausage and the egg. It didn't turn out too bad. Can you believe what happened? I mean, you know, I had some inkling that the oil was too hot. It seemed to be bubbling more, but I'm trusting my thermometer. And how would I know that my thermometer is broken? I mean, my first egg was crispy black. It was not good. But luckily, gotta think on your feet when you're cooking. So I rescued the rest, put them in the oven, and you know what? They turned out just great. So this is Prepper Potpourri saying, I hope you enjoy Scotch eggs, make them at home. Might be better to use a dedicated fryer for that purpose, but I'd love to know how you make them, what do you put in them to season, and I'd love to know if you've never had a Scotch egg before. This is Prepper Potpourri saying, please subscribe, share the knowledge, and thank you so much for your support. Bye.